What's up, Taco? It's like I gotta reset the quiz leaderboard here. That's it? Quiz reset? Nice. What are you saying, Taco Cat? Gold, I think it's time for another laptop giveaway. Yeah. Need a couple more points to start giving away laptops. You're back. What's this? What's 7,903 points? Oh, these are the Microsoft points you have, Taco. Oh, nice, dude. What's up, 1K? What's up, Swux? What's up, Sensation? Good to see all y'all. It's Tuesday.
That's dope.
It is T-minus 2 weeks for me going to Burning Man, which is about to be a crazy experience. And I will be gone for 2 weeks once that starts. So, doing the last 2 weeks, last two weeks of streaming here and then there'll be a break of 2 weeks. This is kind of like, this is what Burning Man is. If anyone wants to like see what it is, it's basically a. Let me see if I can see the actual post on this. Can I make this bigger? Not a break. I know. I'm sorry, guys. Can I think today? We shall see. But it's pretty cool. It's they built this city with like 70,000, 80,000 people in the middle of the desert. And you're just out there for like 2 weeks. It's really cool. No cell reception, no nothing. Last year, I got stuck in the mud. It rained. It doesn't usually rain, but it rained, and that meant like we couldn't get out for an extra 2 or 3 days. We were kind of stuck. It was on the news actually. It was kind of cool. But yeah, this is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be pretty cool. Anyways, let's see what else do we got. Blah 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 blah. 1K says, I don't really know much about computers because I never really bought one. You want to come up the stage and ask some questions? I've built a lot of PCs. I've built a lot of gaming PCs. If you want any help, 1K, I'm happy to answer some questions. I think it'd be cool, probably useful for everyone else watching. I know we have a lot of students who may have, only have consoles or they've only bought pre-builds for PCs. I can kind of explain like what the basic things that you need. Just let me know, 1K, if you want to learn more about buying a PC. Or you probably want a laptop. Is that what you said? You wanted a laptop or a PC? Which one do you want? Gold can back himself up. What do you mean? I got super curious parents. Yes, but I do have the receipts. I have the receipts. I got the docs. Parents be like, "Oh, he's legit." Nice. Let's see. Bum bum bum. Oh, this is your console, dude? Wait, what'd you do to your console here? This looks pretty cool. I like all the stickers. What is spray ground? That's cool, Ran. Ran's got like the most hype Xbox Series S I've seen, dude. Terabyte. What are you guys? Yeah, you need a lot of storage on the consoles these days because they don't even use discs anymore. Everything's downloaded. Something I've noticed. Oh, he can't talk? His mic is broken? Okay. That's alright if he wants to just chat. Sorry, I can't talk because my mic is broken. Can you hear me at least? That's another thing. Maybe we should get you guys some mics that work, Can run powerful softwares. Okay. And is window operated. Are you looking for a laptop or a desktop? A laptop. Okay, cool. Price range, you're probably looking something right around like $1,000 maybe. 1,000's probably pretty average, right? You don't really build laptops per se. Laptops you buy pre-built because it's hard. Laptops are in such a small form factor, which means they're in such a small space that everything is kind of like glued together. Whereas a PC, like a desktop, doesn't need the same size constraints. So you're allowed, everything's like plug and play. It's like building Legos. You can like put things in and out. It's very cool. Build your own laptop. Yeah, they have some that do. What was that thing called? There was a name for this thing, I remember. What it was like, it's like modular laptop. Yeah, the framework. Yeah, this is what they were talking about. The framework laptop. So this was going to be something where you literally could swap out the pieces because they were going to be interchangeable. It's a cool idea. The problem is that laptop technology advances in so many weird ways that it's hard to make things what we say is future-proof. It's hard to make things such that they'll work with future developments. Yeah, frameworks are the best building laptop you can get. Yeah, I bet. Can you even buy them? Yeah, they're expensive. Yeah, at this point, I would just buy a gaming desktop. I would just build one. You got to ask yourself, why do you want a laptop? Right? At that point, yeah, I agree. Just buy a PC. Laptops, half the power, 4 times the price. Also, it's a physics problem. They're trying to dissipate a lot of heat in a very small area, which gets difficult to run very powerful things at. So that's why gaming laptops end up being like these massive bricks, which I don't know, kind of defeats the point of it being a laptop. The whole point of it being a laptop is that it's portable, right? You can take it places. Imagine if something just weighs like 30 pounds. You don't want to carry that.
No.
That's like no fun. But yeah, these I guess are cool. You can buy a laptop fan cooler. I do have one. They're not magic. Again, there's only so much you can do to defeat physics. Physics is real, especially with like heat dissipation. You need airflow, but you need a large amount of area. Have shitty battery life and overall battery health. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they end up just keeping them plugged in, and then I'm like, what's the point of it? What's the point of if you have to keep your laptop plugged in all the time? It's no longer a laptop. It's just a desktop. I guess the advantage is it comes with the screen and the keyboard. That's an additional thing you'd have to purchase if you're getting a desktop, and that can sometimes run you a good amount of cash. But what I like to do generally, if I'm on the hunt for any sort of electronics, I like using Slick Deals. So Slick Deals, for those that don't know, it's a website that will post deals to things that come up like every day. Yeah, Slick Deals, very cool. Yeah, no. Wowie. Yeah, I've been using Slick Deals for a very long time. I wonder if I could sign in. Can I just see my front page? I want to see this view. See, now it's gonna make me sign in. Ugh. See, I forget what my sign in for this is. Let me see, one sec. Already a member, yes. I don't remember what my password is, but we'll check. Ooh, I can just send a magic link. Oh, I like that. We like magic links. One sec. Yeah, Wowie, it's great. Yeah, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. And then we'll start doing some questions. Yes, Micro Center is great. I agree with that. The only problem is Micro Center is only in specific cities. So even in Los Angeles, the nearest Micro Center is like an hour and a half for me. It's down in, it's called Tustin, is what it is. Which is kind of a pain in the ass to get to. Why do I not have Slick? I should have something here. Slick Deals. You sent to my spam. Sometimes it gets sent to my spam. No. Gold, has anyone in the server ever came to your door before? Not yet. That's actually an interesting thing. Have I met anyone in the server here in person? I haven't. It would be kind of cool if I did, but no, I haven't. Not yet. Yeah, are you going to come visit me?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool. I've had times when I've been in Houston and I've told Grim to like, yo, let's meet up, but I don't know, it just doesn't end up working out. But that's okay. Let me see if this works. Whatever, CAPTCHA. He's probably doing something, yeah. Well, he had a kind of a traumatic event recently. I think one of his friends died from like a gunshot wound. Oh my god, it's not cool. Okay, about to bookmark that website. Yeah, it's a great website. I'm trying to like. I don't know why I can't log in on this. This is. Oh, it had the wrong email. One sec. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna get it. I had the wrong fucking email, dude. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, here, I'm gonna show you guys. How to do this. Yeah, okay, here we go. This is how Slick Deals works. Okay. So there's a front page. I kind of like the simple thing is what I do. And what you can do is you can always you can set up what are called deal alerts. So I have these set up. If I click here on deal alerts, I have a couple set, like camping wagon. I don't know. It's like things that you want and you want to get alerted whenever there's a deal for them. This is what I use in order to find things. So for a while I was looking for a 5800 X3D, so I set up an alert. I guess I was looking for a mattress at some point. I like chewing gum. But here we go. I have, like, for instance, gaming laptop. So I have an alert here set for gaming laptop. And I don't have, oh, what the hell? Okay, whatever. Let's just set up a new, let's set up a new deal alert. I'll show you how this works. So I can say gaming laptop. Minimum thread rating means like how good the deal is. Two stars is like generally like this is a pretty good deal. Hot deals, whatever, and I say send it to my phone, send me an email, and send me as soon as it comes out. Because sometimes these deals pop up and then they're gone in like an hour or two. So I set that up. So now if we go to current matches, I don't know why this is not working, but whatever. Slick Deals, fix your shit. Okay. But if we go to gaming laptop, here are examples of some deals on gaming laptops. And what you want to look at here is the rating. The rating tells you like what's a good deal. And so right now, I mean, look at this. 3 stars is decent. And this was posted a day ago, so which means it's a pretty recent deal. You want stuff that's recent because that's the stuff that still stays around. And so this is saying a Dell 16-inch laptop at Costco for $700. It's pretty cheap. YMMV means your mileage may vary, which is a shortcut for you may not get this deal. As in, this may only exist at certain Costcos. So you have to go check. So it's not guaranteed. This apparently was a very good one, but that's $2,400. That's way too much money. We don't want that. This says a pretty good one for $480. Wow, look at this. This is a great deal. 19 page. Also, if it hits the front page, it means it's a really good deal. This was a good deal for $2,200, $1,500. Yeah, something's a little too expensive. $1,300. So yeah, let's look to see what this was. So this was, let's see, 1080p laptop, not bad. 144 hertz. Comes with an RX 650, 6550 video card, 8 gigs of RAM. So low on the RAM, SSD is kind of low, but for $480, very cheap, you know. And it's in Best Buy, which is a great place. That's a reputable place to buy them. And so you can go through it, and it's like a forum, and you can see what people are talking about. These are like experts that'll talk about the deal. So for instance, here they say, you know, what's the NVIDIA equivalent? Because maybe you don't know what the AMD 6550M is compared to another one. And here they say, okay, it's around like a 3050, maybe a little bit better, sorry. So 3050, 3060 is decent to play Fortnite. That's a decent video card. Yeah, everyone's like, for the price, solid machine, throw some more RAM in. You can upgrade RAM usually. So they say, yeah, it's equivalent to a 3050 Ti, 30% better than this. So if people are talking about it and people are saying this is pretty good, then you should probably get this. And I mean, yeah, for $435, I should have bought this, honestly. I could have given this out to one of you guys. I wonder if we can still buy it. Let's just go see. And then this was another laptop they were talking about. This is 32 gigs of RAM, a lot more RAM, a lot bigger hard drive. But then look here, they say Iris Xe graphics, so it won't be good for gaming. So you wouldn't want this laptop. That's a no. This one, yeah, looking good. Apparently I could still buy it. Yeah, $479. So I don't know. This could be a decent laptop if you want to get one. You just have to upgrade the RAM to make it slightly better. I could go get one right now. Open box. See, they have the different open box means that someone has bought it and then returned it. But look at this, for like $405. That's cheap. Oh, but you can't buy it. It's unavailable. So the next available one is excellent at $435. That's like someone opened it but barely bought it and then like took it away. But you're only saving $40 compared to buying it new. I'd just buy it new at that point. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, if you want, yeah. So Best Buy is a great place. So here you go. There you go. There you go. 1K. If you want it, that's a decent laptop that could play video games, and it's cheap. And that's how I did that. That's how you do product research. Just I go into Slick Deals. I see what other people think is a good deal. I read the comments. I make sure it's what I want, and then I see if it's available. So yeah. Okay. Cool. Last saying, friendly alert, Din Tai Fung in the U.S. is not worth it. Went down to NYC with friends earlier today. It was disappointing. Definitely nothing like the Din Tai Fung in Taiwan and Hong Kong. Yeah, Din Tai Fung is it's like Chinese tapas. What's it called? Oh, I'm blanking on this. It's like they have it in the baskets and stuff. It's Din Tai Fung food. This, yeah, this. What is this called? What is this called when they serve it in the baskets? Oh man, yeah, these things. And then probably under menu. Oh, can't see the screen. Oh, sorry, my bad. Dim sum. Yes, thank you. Yes, sorry. Yeah, dim sum. That's the. Yeah, sorry guys. I was talking about this. So they have this food. They put it in these baskets. These steamed baskets is what it is. But it's pretty good. Yeah, Din Tai Fung. They have one in Los Angeles. Yeah, this is called for dumplings and all sorts of other things. They stack them all like this. It's not cheap. Yeah, I mean. I don't think they put the prices on this. Yeah, you steam it instead of cooking it. Yeah, that's how they do it. Yeah, it's called dim sum, is what it's called. Yeah, very cool. But good to know. I haven't been to Din Tai Fung, Laz. Every time I try to go in Los Angeles, the line is insane, and I'm like, I'd rather just not go. What's up, Kwam Kwam? Okay. Cool. Let's see. Do we got any homework questions? 1K's got one that he wants. Oh, this is a hard one, dude. What's going on here? Some prefer Dozone. Ooh, what's Dozone? One sec. We'll check that out. Dozone. Ooh. Washington, California, and Texas. Oh, they have one in Houston. That's cool. Or they have one coming in Houston. San Jose. I think Walnut Creek is the closest to me. Let's see where this is. No, that is nowhere close to me. I live all the way down here in Los Angeles. Walnut Creek is way up here. Looks like, yeah, they're mainly in North. There we go, mainly. I love how they put the indicator here, but it's actually nowhere close to there. But yeah, all the locations are up here. San Jose and whatnot. Yeah, there's nothing down in Los Angeles. Yeah, all good. Gold, you know what to ask? You could just ask something that's coming up in your classes. That's an easy way to do things. Here, let's do 1K's question, and then we can do some SAT stuff for the competition. Cool? All right, let's start off the stream. Welcome, everyone, to Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold. This is Actual Education. Stream that helps you out with math homework, science homework, all sorts of fun stuff. We were just catching up, talking a little bit about food. I love food. Food is so good.
That's dope.
Food is my love language. Breakfast is my love language, is what I say. What is the prize for the competition? Oh, okay. Yes. So we're giving out $200 in gift card prizes. Just whatever. If it's a gift card, I can buy it on GameStop. You can have it. That's what I say. So that could be Valorant. That could be Xbox. That could be whatever. Anything usually video game related, I can probably get it for you. But how that works is here. If we look at, if it's bring the noise. Yeah, here I'll show you how it works. So if I go to, or you can see it up here, richest, right? So these are the points that people have so far for the SAT competition we've been doing, and what's gonna happen is the top 8 here are going to be eligible to be put in the spinner drawing for the gift cards, and then I'm going to give out four tiers of gift cards. So I think we're doing like a $100 one, a $50 one, a $30, and a $20. So the more points you have, the more likely you are to win on the wheel. But you just have to be top 8 to be able to qualify. So Laz is number 1 right now. Yeah. If you have not competed in it, if you have not answered a single question yet, and you do so on the stream now, you automatically get put up to 8th place. So I'm allowing people who haven't been able to compete in it to bump up to 8th place just for participating. Yeah. So yeah, the way to do this, the way to get points is to participate in the questions that we do here live on the stream. So I'll do one just right now, just so you guys can see how it works, and then here I'll go help out. Then we'll do 1K and Josue's problems. But we'll do one SAT question right now so you guys can see how it works. And then stick around later in the stream. I will tag people who have the SAT competition role, which I'll make an announcement about that. You can find that here. If you go up to here to channels and roles, there's something right here that says, are you here to study for the SAT? So if you want to be in the SAT, I mainly put this up for new students coming in off of TikTok so I could easily ping them, be like, hey, you know, the SAT stuff is starting. But if you want to get pinged for when we're doing SAT stuff, you can select yes there to get the role, and then you get notified. How much time do we have? I'm going to do it until I have to leave for Burning Man. So that's in 2 weeks. I leave for Burning Man in 2 weeks. So that's how much time you have. I think I may have said it was ending next week, but I'll give it another week. When I got to leave for Burning Man, that's when it stops. We'll do the drawing, and then Dr. Gold will be on a break for 2 weeks. How much time do we got for the questions? Oh, so when I put an original question up, I give around 30 seconds to a minute to solve it. If you at least answer anything, if you submit a answer, you get 1 point. If you submit the correct answer, you get 2 points. And if you submit the correct answer first, you get 3. And each one of those points is worth 25 SCP, the SAT competition points that are in the server. And then every day that you at least answer one question, you get 300 SCP. I think I put this in an announcement somewhere. I put it right here. Yeah, I know I put it up. I know I put it here. Yeah, that was Fortnite. Here we go. Yeah, this was it. This is a little update for how the points work. So you get 300 SCP just for participating in a day, and then every time you answer a correct question, you get 25. Sorry, you get 50. Anytime you answer any question, you get 25. And then if you get the answer correct and you're first, you get 75. Yeah. I don't play any games. I don't need the game gift card. If I can buy your SAT exam admission, Laz, I'll do that for you. Just give me some way to do that. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. I'll make it worth it. Okay. So let me show an example of how this works, and then I'll help out some more student questions that are being posted. So let's see. We need to open up the latest test. Where is it? I think we were going through test number 3. Yeah, okay. So here's a good one. Secret channels. They're not secret channels. They're just roles. That's all they are. Okay. All right. So as an example, for those of you guys that are in the stream right now, you want to see how this works. And if you haven't competed yet, you immediately get bumped up to 8th place. Okay. So it's a good time to start, right? Here's how we're gonna do. I'm gonna do start quiz like this. That means the quiz has started. So you'll see, and also you need to do this in Twitch. You need to interact in Twitch. You can watch in Discord, but you have to interact in Twitch. because that's where the bot is that keeps track of the points. Enigma wrote that for us. Thank you, Enigma. So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna show the question, and you want to do $A space and then the answer choice, which is A, B, C, or D. You can also do $answer if you want. The directions there pretty straightforward. Does anyone have any questions how this works so far? Oh, Taco Cat just answered. Taco Cat, you got to see the question first, though. Here's the other rule: is that do you win? Well, you get at least 1 point. We're gonna see if you get 2 for being correct. You have to see the question first. Okay. I'll show you how it works. So here we go. I'm gonna show you the question. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And also, yeah, important. You only get to submit your answer once. So make sure you submit it right the first time. Okay. All right. Here we're gonna show the question coming up in 3, 2, 1, go. Yo, what's up, Eric? Yeah, you got lucky, dude. Yeah, Taco Cat got lucky. Bump, bump. Okay, all right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close the quiz, which means you can't answer anymore. So we're gonna say close quiz. He's like, oh, never mind. I'm actually correct. Well, let's see. Okay. So then this is what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna go through this question and we're gonna work on it together to see what the right answer is, and I'm gonna show you the tricks that you would want to do in order to get this answer right. Okay. So, how's the way things would say? Yeah. Okay. Let's check it out. So it says this given equation relates the numbers, or I'd say the variables, right? J, K, and M. Which equation correctly expresses K in terms of J and M? So what they want you to do is they want you to get K is equal to something. That's the process. Good morning to you, Eric. Is it morning for you? Where are you, Eric? It's 4:30 for me in Los Angeles. You must be in the UK if it's morning for you. Or very early in the morning. Okay. So what I would want to do, this is algebra, guys, right? So if I have things with variables like this, and what we're doing is we're trying to isolate, which means we're trying to get this variable, K, all by itself. You want to move everything else that's not K to the other side. And the way we're going to do that, right, is I'm going to minus 14J here. We're going to minus 14J here. What's up, Zach? Thanks for the follow. Zach Lee, that's cool. Are you related to Bruce Lee? Okay, so here we go. So now we have 5K is equal to M minus 14J. And then the last step is to strip the 5 off of this K. And the way we would do that is by dividing both sides by 5. Right? Divide by 5. Divide by 5. And that would get us that K is equal to M minus 14J all over 5, which is answer choice A. Wow. Taco Cat, you got lucky. Yeah. Okay, cool. In before flew to Asia, yeah. Okay, so then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to score the quiz, and I'm going to say what the correct answer is. And then what we will see is that the scoreboard is going to open up automatically. Let's see where it comes from. One sec. Let's see. Enigma. One sec. It's loading. Is a loading. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, so this is the quiz counter that it has. Let's see. Okay. It's reconnecting. Okay. So, when I go here and we say score quiz, it's going to say Taco Cat got the correct answer first. Good job.
Yeah.
And then it should update the scores. So, let's see. So, there you go. See, Taco Cat, there you are. You just entered into the leaderboard. You got 3 points. Eric just entered in. I think is also going to get 3. It's taking a little bit of time here to update this, actually. How many questions is it? So Eric got it right. That's why he got 2. Falconer attempted a question. Good. Why is... Oh, it didn't... Why did it not update this? Oh, no. I reset the quiz earlier, dude. Wait, excuse me? Oh, man. Okay. I'll go through and set that later. Yes. Okay. How many questions is it? So we do a bunch throughout the stream is what we're going to do. How many questions are we doing? As many as I have time for. That's kind of how we work. 196. I don't have 196. It's okay, Quam. Yeah. 1 sec. I need this to reset, though. Why is this not resetting?
Hello there.
Hey, what's up, Sensation? How's it going, dude?
It's so warm.
It's so warm. Yeah, it's kind of warm here, too. But it's not 100 degrees, I'm sure, like it is over there.
I've probably explained this, but our houses...
Yes, are meant to keep in the heat, not to keep out the heat.
So it's a greenhouse.
Oh, no, dude. That sounds no fun.
It feels like 30 degrees Celsius in here.
Yeah. Oh, who put the Halo theme on, dude? Zach, did you redeem the Halo theme? I need to turn. Where's Sir Halo on? Where's Sir Halo?
So yeah, 30 degrees Celsius is 86 Fahrenheit to our German friends.
That's way too hot, dude. I wouldn't do that. Yes, sir, Master Chief. Okay, cool. All right. Let me help out. Well, here, we'll do one more SAT question. And here, I need to reset this quiz. I don't know why the quiz didn't reset. Quiz reset. Or is it reset quiz? The bot's been doing some weird things sometimes. Okay, that reset. Okay, here. Okay, now that works. Okay. All right, here. Let's try another SAT question.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what can go wrong in the cloud? What could go wrong?
This is why I start everything locally.
I know. Yeah, that's also why I would do this. Yeah. Here, let's do this. I want to do kind of a fun one. That's the candles. Ooh, I like this one. This is a good one. All right. Another quiz coming up. So I'm going to hit here. I'm going to hit start quiz. Quiz is going to start. Y'all going to see that. And then you want to do $A and then the answer choice. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. And then after this one, 1K or Josue, I will do one of y'all's homework questions. I like the circuit. I see a circuit going on. Ooh, Jeff's already got it. Yep. Ooh, we got some B's, we got some C's. Sensation, there is no choice E.
Should have done that actually. That might actually break the pot.
All right, cool. All right, here. So now I'm gonna close the quiz. Let's hear. I'll do close quiz. See how this works.
I don't mind fucking about, but I don't mean to break stuff.
No, you won't break it. It's okay. You won't break it because I just tell it as a string what the answer is. Okay, says the product of two positive integers is 546 if the first integer is 11 greater than twice the second. Oh wow. This is called writing algebraic expressions. You're taking like English words and you're turning them into number formula stuff. Yes, 11 greater than twice the second integer. What is the small of the two integers? All right. So I'm going to write two positive integers, which we're going to say is x and y. We know that x plus y is equal to 546. That's how we write, or sorry, x times y is 546. My bad. X times y is equal to 546. That's what it means when we say the product of two positive integers is 546. That's how you convert English words into mathematical equations. Then we say the first integer, let's just call the first integer x, is 11 greater. That means 11 plus. 11 plus what? 11 plus twice the second. So twice the second would be 2 times y. This is maybe the hard thing for people to see, is that this is 11 greater than twice the second number, right? Okay. Cool. So then from this, right, you can then solve for x and y. The way to do this is just using basic substitution here, right? So I could substitute in this expression, the 11 plus 2y, in for x over here. So let's do that. So we have 11 plus 2y times y is equal to 546. Okay. If there's a faster way, y'all can tell me. I don't think there's a faster way so far. Except that they do tell us that they're integers, which is nice. Integers means there may be a shortcut with that, with it being integers. But okay, now if I distribute through, right, we get 11y plus 2y squared is equal to 546. All right. Which I can then rearrange to look like a quadratic. So I have 2y squared plus 11y minus 546 is equal to 0. So we just put that over is what we did. And now I have to solve this. This kind of sucks. Because I don't like this 546, man. This is ugly, dude. I really don't like this. Dude. No. Also, this is 11. I can't really divide that nicely either. Okay. Is there a trick to this? I would hope there's a trick to this. Maybe there's not. I guess you could do factors of 546. You can estimate looking at the answers. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if this is one where it's faster to look at the answers and try to see which one is the solution. Yeah, the trick is the choices. Thanks, Laz. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, this is one of these where I see this, and yes, this can be solved as a quadratic. I can do x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root, right, of b squared, 11 squared, minus 4 times 2 times negative 546, 4ac, all over 2a, 2 times, but dude, this is so ugly. Yeah, I really don't want to do that. Okay. At this point, I think I just want to plug and chug numbers. Okay. So here's a cool thing. They're saying what is the smaller of the two integers? Okay. So right off the bat, we can figure out what the other integer would be if one of them was 78, right? Okay. So if one of these things is 78, so let's say it's like x times 78 has to equal 546, right? Right off the bat, I know 546 divided by 78 is going to be something less than 78, right? We could, here, you do get a calculator on the test. I like to be able to do things without a calculator because I think that's like the faster way to do it, but some of these things you kind of need them for. So if we look at a calculator here and we do 546 divided by 78, that's 7, okay? So this is automatically wrong, right? Because 78 is not the smaller of two integers. If anything, it's the bigger one. Exactly. Yeah, thank you. I like that too. Yeah, okay. 78 times 2 plus 11 is greater than 100, so the project, yeah, is fucking massive, dude. Yeah. So it's not this one. Yeah, Jeff makes another good point that, for instance, if the smaller one was 78, then this becomes 11 plus 2 times 78, which is already greater than 100. And then 100 times 78 is going to be way bigger than 500. Fucking massive, dude. Yeah. Don't hear that one too often. Okay, so it's not this one. Can't be this one. But we know that it could be 7 then, right? 7 could be the other one. So right when I checked this, do you see how I saw that? Oh, 546 divided by 78 got me 7. Let's see if 7's the smaller one. This is like my next chain of thought. Instead of going down and doing this, I really don't want to do this. Like, it looks like it sucks. I don't really want to do that. So, if the smaller number is 7, okay, then we get here that x is equal to 11 plus 2 times 7. This is 11 plus 14, which would be 25, but that's not right. Because the other one would need to be 78. So I know it's not 7 at all, right? It can't be this one either. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's 14. I think 14 looks pretty good. So let's just try it, dude. Right? So if the smaller one is equal to, let's say the smaller one is y. If the smaller one's equal to 14, then the bigger one, remember this is always the bigger one because it's 11 plus whatever the smaller one is. That would become 39. Because 2 times 14 is 28. 28 plus 11, 39. And let's see if these multiply to 576. I think they do. So 14 times 39 is equal to 546. Yes. So the correct answer is going to be 14. Around 560, so we're good. Yeah, so good. Yeah, answer is 14. So let's see who got that right. Laz got it right first. Good job, Laz. Let's see if the database updates correctly. I hope it does. How much you get? You get 2 points. Yeah. So here, if we look, so if we look here at the table, so Zach right here, yeah, you got 2 points because you got that answer correct. Laz got 3 because he got it correct and he got it first. And then Sensation and Jeff got 1 point because they at least answered it. I know there were points from the last question. I got to add those in manually because the bot glitched on that. It's working fine now. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's how that works. And then because you guys joined today, all 4 of you will immediately bump up to 8th place. Like, I'll bump you all up to 8th place, and then you'll get points based on, like, what's happening here. Yeah. But okay. So yeah, that's a way to solve that one. I agree that... Why is Halo still up here, dude? Master Chief, you gotta go down. You gotta go down, dude. Because I have to manually add it, Taco, because the bot glitched on the first question. I'll manually add that for you. Don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry. Okay, cool. All right, here. Let me help out Josue with his physics question. It's on circuits. And then after that, stick around. I will do more of these SAT questions. If you want to get pinged when I'm doing them, like if you want to go off and do something else for a bit, make sure you get the SAT role, which is here in our channels and roles in our Discord. So if you go here under channels and roles, there's something here that says, are you here to study for the SAT? If you click yes, it will automatically give you this SAT prep role, which you can then get notified when we're doing SAT questions on the stream. Yeah. Cool. All right, here. Let me help out. Josue, you want to come to the stage so we can help you out with some physics? Let me pull this one up. That's it. What?
Just made him look gay with that fucking pink shirt.
Sensation, what are you saying, dog? I can hear you.
Sorry.
He said you... You're a good, Sensation. All right, let me see if Josue's up here.
Someone's like with a pink hoodie and it's like, yeah, you just made him look gay.
I like pink hoodies. All right.
Yeah. Oh, someone got feminine. Yeah, speaking of effeminate, someone just redeemed baby voice. So my voice, my high pitched voice is about to be even more high pitched. All right, Josue, here. Let's do Josue's question. Okay. And then we will do more SAT stuff. What's up, Josue? Can you hit a hee hee? Hee hee. All right, here we go. Consider the circuit below. Battery has an EMF of 30 volts. Great internal resistance of 1 ohm. So internal
resistance, right? That's in series with the battery. Good. And then we want to find the equivalent resistance of the circuit and the current out of the battery. Oh, this is not bad. Oh, I like this. This is actually very cool. That was a good one. What do you think the first step is, Josue?
Figuring out the parallel circuit.
Good. Yeah, exactly. You want... So I say this is kind of like a Russian doll problem where you want to have everything's in like a big circuit, or so everything's in a bunch of little pieces and you want to combine all the pieces together to become one big circuit is what it is, right? Or like one big equivalent circuit, which is literally just a battery and a resistor. Once we have this, everything becomes more or less easy to do.
Essentially, we redraw it.
Exactly. So I'll show you how I do that. So what I would do first is, this is where some people will get this right away because they can see it. Some people it takes a little bit of training. But what I tend to do is I try to look at what's like the most complicated, nitpicky stuff happening, and is there a way to make it more similar? Harmonic average? What is harmonic average, Jeff? I don't know that. So to me, this looks, you pointed out, you said these parallel things. We should look like combine these, right? I agree with this. Yeah?
Right.
Okay. So let's combine R1 and R2. I'm going to call that R12, right? So that's like if I were to write this as a single resistor R12, which we know is 1/9 plus 1/18 all to the -1. Or harmonic sum. Yes. Yes, that is correct. It's called a harmonic sum. Yeah. There's another trick for how to write these. I think it's R1 times R2 over R1 plus R2. Have you seen this trick before, Josue?
No, I have not seen that.
I think that's one. Well, you know how to do this one, right? This becomes,
Yeah.
right? This is 2/18 plus 1/18, which then is equal to 3/18, right? And then we flip it, and that gets us to 6, right?
Yep.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What I got.
All right. R12 is equal to 6. All right, let's do this one. So that's 1/10. So we're going to say R34 is equal to 1/10 plus 1/10 all over -1. So that's going to be equal to 2/10 to the -1, which is then equal to 5. Right?
Mhm.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
So now I can draw my new circuit. Here, I'm going to show you how this is how the Russian doll thing works. So we're going to do this. I'm going to say this is R12, which is equal to 6. I'm going to say this is R34, which is equal to 5. This is R5, which is equal to 8, okay? And then I'm going to call this like R6, which is equal to 1. Cool?
Yep.
Right. Interesting when they say the current out of the battery. I wonder... Yeah, okay. Yeah, we are doing the whole thing. Okay. All right, my next step is to combine all of these resistors, because they're all in series with each other, into a really big resistor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to call this R1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is equal to 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 1. We just add them all up, right? So that's 11, 19, 20. Good, 20 ohms, all right? Yeah, I don't know if the watch time works, guys. I'm pretty sure it's broken. Maybe followage works? Okay, this is 20 ohms. This is 30 volts. And now we have our new circuit. This is our new big circuit, right? Which we can find... So the equivalent resistance of the circuit... I think is just 20 ohms. I think this is the equivalent resistance. Okay. The current through... Okay. Current through each resistor. Okay, so here's the cool thing. So, I'm going to find the current through this resistor, which I'm going to do using V equals IR. So, I'm going to say 30 is equal to I times 20. So, then I is just equal to 1.5 amps. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Now, here's the cool thing. For something in series, they are all going to have the same current running through them. So if this super resistor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, has a current of 1.5 amps through it, then this has 1.5, this has 1.5, this has 1.5, and this also has 1.5. Okay? So I'm going to say R6 is equal to 1.5 amps. R5 is equal to 1.5 amps. But then this becomes tricky because R12 and R34 are like collections of resistors. Remember that this was R12 and this was R34?
Right.
Okay. So now we have to look at these resistors separately. So let's look at the R12, right? So R12 we knew was equal to, what was that? 6 ohms. And we're going to say I12 is equal to 1.5 amps. Okay? From this, I can calculate what the voltage is across R12, right?
Mhm.
And we're going to get that is equal to 9 volts, all right? Now, this is what I talk about the Russian doll thing, is now I'm going to take this, the thing I lump those 2 resistors in to make one super resistor, and I'm going to expand it back out. So that now it's this.
The original. So
Good, it's the original, right? Which this was R1, this is R2, and then what was that? 9 and 18? So this is 9 ohms, this is 18 ohms, okay? And then here's the cool thing. So the same way we took something that was in series and the current through the big thing was the current through all the smaller things, when things are in parallel, the voltage across the big thing is the same as the voltage across all the small things. Because things in parallel have the same voltage, things in series have the same current. Do you remember that?
series and current.
Yeah, series, same I, parallel, same V, okay? So if there is 9 volts going across this total thing, that means there is 9 volts in this leg, and there's also 9 volts in this leg. So there's 9. So this has 9 volts. This has 9 volts. Okay, now we can figure out what the currents are, right? Because this was V1, this was R1, this is I1, right? So I is just equal to V over R, so that's going to be 1 amp, right? And then I2 is going to be V over R, which is going to be 9 over 18, which is the same thing as 1/2 of an amp. Do you see that so far, yeah?
Yeah.
Now here's the cool thing. Notice that I1 plus I2, if I add up the currents for these two things, they add up, right, yes, good, to the original current through the super resistor. The 1.5 amps, the I12, yeah? Okay. So then you do the same thing to what is it? R34. So R34 was equal to 5 ohms. I34 was equal to 1.5 amps. So V34 is equal to 7.5 volts. Okay? Move this down. Which again, I can now split. But do these things have the same resistance? I think they do, right? Yeah, they both have 10 ohms, right? Right? Or, sorry, one of these is R3, one of these is R4. Now, they have the same resistance, right? They also have the same voltage, right? They both have 7.5 volts going through them.
Mhm.
What does that tell me about the current between the two things? How are they going to compare to each other?
Current, well, you're gonna have to use Ohm's law.
So you actually don't
Yeah.
need to. So here, I'm going to show you why you don't need to. Okay, so they have the same resistance. They have the same voltage.
Oh, okay.
So they have the same current, right?
Mhm.
And then what do we say about the currents? They have to add up to what?
1.5.
They have to add up to 1.5. So that tells you right away, without even having to use Ohm's law, that I3 must be 0.75 amps, and that I4 must also be 0.75 amps.
Oh, so you just cut it in half.
And you can see this, right? If I do V over R, 7.5 divided by 10, I do get 0.75. But I'm just saying as a shortcut for when you're doing things, if they're the same resistance and they're in parallel, they're going to split the current. It's called like a current divider, I guess is what it is. Yeah. Okay, cool. Find the potential drop across each resistor. Man, that's so mean. Well, we found out a lot of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is V3, this is V4, right? That's V1. That's V2. The last thing are to figure out these, right? So V6 is equal to 1.5 volts, right? Because it's I 1.5 amps times the R. Good.
Yep.
V5 is going to be equal to 12 volts, okay? And then here's the cool thing, right? See, 1.5 and 12 is 13.5. Plus the 9 here, 22.5, plus the other 7.5 adds up to 30, which is the total voltage drop on the battery. Yeah. Okay.
Because
So that's
you're adding. Because
Yeah,
you're
what's
adding a 9. So it's 9 volts, right?
yeah.
And you're adding 7.5, which is what we found.
Well, we're
And
just adding
all
one
adding up.
9.5. We're just adding one 9.5. This whole thing drops 9 volts across it. This whole thing drops 7.5. Right? This is going to drop 12, and then this is going to drop 1.5. You are right that each thing here is also going to drop 9 volts across them, but in terms of the whole circuit, when we add up all the voltage drops, you add up the voltage drop of the entire thing as like a super resistor.
Oh, okay. You're adding the currents and the resistance. Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
Confusing
exactly.
myself.
So cool. Power dissipated, just multiply V times I, right?
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
you know how to do that. We have the I's
Yeah.
for everything, right? This is 1.5 amps. This is 1.5 amps. And then these individual ones,
all
right?
the-
We've written them all out. And then find the total power supplied by the batteries. It's just I times V, right? So total power
Mhm.
is going to be the 30 volts times the 1.5 amps. So that should equal to 45 watts. Wow. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's making some simple. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Good job, dude.
it's just-
Yeah, I will say, so the secret here, Josue, the concept I want you to like take home with this is whenever you're given a big complicated circuit that looks scary, try taking the complicated pieces and simplifying them into smaller, simpler pieces. So take these parallel ones, make them single series resistors, then take all the series ones and make it a single series resistor. And then once you have the basic circuit of, again, just a battery and a single resistor, then you figure out what the current is, and then you start breaking it back apart again.
Mhm. I didn't know that you could do that.
Oh yeah. It's something that honestly, I'm gonna give you the PNG. It's something that isn't really taught, and I think it's more of like an intuitive thing that you start to notice as like a puzzle. But if you see enough of examples, I think it'll start to click. To me, it's a puzzle. This is what I'm thinking of when I say Russian doll. Everyone's probably thinking like, what the fuck is this Russian doll thing, Dr. Gold? I'm thinking about this. Have you seen these things before?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what, like this big thing represents the big circuit, right? When it's just like a battery and a big super resistor. And then you start unfolding it again to see like what all the little pieces are. It's kind of how I think of it. I should make a TikTok on one of these. I think it'd be pretty fun.
Good
was also
analogy.
This is also a good TV show, but they called it Russian Doll because of the interesting. Okay. I don't know if anyone's seen this TV show. It's on Netflix, but it is about this person who like keeps going through like multiple like iterations of their lives, and it's just like all nested within each other. But yeah, I guess a better example would be like this big doll has this doll with like 2 other smaller parts inside the doll. Because you're usually taking multiple parts and combining them into one thing, and then taking those things and combining them into another thing. But yeah, Jose, if you have any other examples of like complicated circuits and you want to know like what the strategy would be in order to make it simpler, feel free to post them, and I can kind of show you. I mean, you can attempt it yourself. Be like, I think I would do this, this, and this, and then I can tell you whether it's the right way or not.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free. Go through some more questions and whatnot. If you find any that you need help with, I'll be around for at least another hour here on the stream. So just dump them.
I'm gonna do some differential equation homeworks.
Okay. Well, let me know when you get through those, because we also have people here who know Diffie-Q. I know a little bit of Diffie-Q.
Oh yeah.
I can help a little bit.
Yeah. I went to. I forgot what. I think it was Penn Center.
Penn Center does Diffie-Q, but Obi-Wan Pez is the one who's doing the Diffie-Q course. So here, let me shout him out in our stream. So at Obi, can I not shout him out? Okay, whatever. But there, yeah, that's his course, Diffie-Q with Obi-Wan Pez. And then here, I think I can do it in our thing here. Yeah, there you go. Diffie-Q with Obi. Yeah, that's his channel. And then I think we do this. Let me find out which one he is. He actually has office hours for just open questions with Diffie-Q. I want to say on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So today. I think he had it today. Well, that's No Pro Bob. Where's NSimplex? Okay, this is him. Yeah.
Up and surrounded the town.
So yeah, here I'll post his Twitch right there. That's his Twitch, and I think today he does it usually on Tuesdays. We didn't have it today, but I imagine on Thursday he'll have like a Diffie-Q office hours. You can just ask him questions.
Yeah, because right now we're going to get we're learning about Laplace
transforms. Yeah.
Laplace, yeah.
Yeah, he was doing eigenvalues and eigenvectors, I think. Yeah, eigenvalues and eigenvectors is what he was doing last time. But yeah, he's been doing a lot. Did they not say first order systems? Yeah, go check out his stream. Go follow him and stuff. And whenever he's streaming, feel free to ask him a Diffie-Q question. I'm sure he'd love to help.
That.
Yeah. What does Jeff say? Is it true you can understand electricity by using the flow of water through pipes as an analogy? Yes. Are you asking me to pull up that one anime picture everyone always wants? Was it anime current voltage resistance? No, where's like the cute one? Everyone loves this picture. Electricity explained.
Bruh.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's the first time I've seen this. But
You haven't seen this one before? I think this is the innocent one that I've seen. But this looks kind of like weird, right? This is, I don't know. So someone made it like all kawaii and made it like this. But yeah, the way to describe it, and actually, I think there was even a better animation of it. I guess this looks kind of more child friendly, I guess. But yeah, voltage is like the pushing force. Amps is like the amount of stuff that's trying to get pushed through. It's like the velocity of the water. And then ohms is like the resistance. It's like how much they're constricting the pipe so that the water can't flow through. Yes, we're gonna do SAT questions right now. Don't worry. This is the other representation they have of it. Here, I'll copy this in the chat if you want to send it to your friends. It's kind of funny.
That's crazy.
He said that crazy.
What?
They're like, wait, is there science in this? To see a bunch of like, yes, I can't explain that. One sec. Mom says it's all my fault. Oh, that's an interesting username. Thanks for the follow, though, dude. What would you do if you could spend a week in medieval times? Oh, interesting. Do I get to come? Like, do I get to come back? Like, no penalties? Oh, you can say it, Zach. What'd you want to say? Bible thump, Bible thump. Oh, the bot gets mad if you dump a bunch of emojis. It's okay. Sure, no worries to die. Okay, medieval times. I think I'd go jousting. I think jousting would be fucking sick, dude. That sounds, I mean, or I'd at least go to like a jousting tournament. I guess you can kind of do that nowadays if you go to, what is it, the Ren Fest or something. medieval times, and I only get to spend a week. The interesting thing is, like, I don't think the medieval times were really nice for most people. It was nice for the lords and the whatever, the kings and queens, but for everyone else, it kind of sucked. Like, yeah. Taco Cat says, why are two of them showing their ass and one of them is showing their tits? Because I don't know, it's anime. That's, I guess, how it works. That's what they like to do. Actually, someone brought up something interesting to me about anime. Someone was asking, why do all the anime characters look Western? They're like, why do they not look Japanese? And someone said, no. That's not actually the truth. They say that the point of anime is to make characters look cute. So they make all the characters look like cats. And apparently, like, their noses are all like exactly like cats. Yes, thanks, Laz. Yeah, they look like cats. Yeah, this is what I saw. Yeah, I think I saw a TikTok on this or something. Makes sense.
Why not make all the characters look Japanese? Because then you wouldn't be able to tell them apart.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's not a racist statement. They are genetically homogenous.
Why are they genetically homogenous? That's because they're on an island? Is that how it works?
No, because they're incredibly racist.
They're incredibly racist. Oh, I guess. Oh, they don't like mix with other people. I guess that makes sense.
No, intentionally.
Intentionally. Just like weird, cute anime. Yeah, look, they all have like cat noses. See, they got cat noses. The gold manga was neither Japanese or Caucasian. It was the pursuer cute, which resembles a kitten. Someone was showing me a bunch of things. They were doing like the. Oh my god, it was hilarious, dude. Was this it? I was like, what? Why is this cat becoming an anime person? I don't know. I don't really watch much anime, so I can't really say. But apparently that's it.
Wait, what did that say before? Just go back for a second.
Oh, you want to go back? Yeah, here. You want to read it for me, Sensation? Sensation actually speaks Japanese, so he can help us out.
It's like from a cat, the face is balanced. Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense. Sorry.
Mom says I do educational medieval content on TikTok. Oh, that's dope. Drop your Twitch, dude. I'll follow you. I think it's very misunderstood time. I think it is too, actually. I'm sure it is. It's called the Dark Ages for a reason, right? We actually don't really know what went on. I'm actually helping a student, a master's student at King's College in London, where the country you're in, Sensation. I'm helping him with his dissertation on medieval times. Present the royalties of medieval times with multivitamins, acetaminophen, antibiotics, receive title and vast lands from them, become a real estate tycoon in modern times. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's the same name you have here. Mom says it's all my fault. Okay, here, let me just click on your thing. I don't know how that works.
/ban.
/ban. Okay. Is this your account? Mom says it's all my fault. I don't see any videos of you doing. I'll give you a follow regardless. Like, whatever, cool. You can have a follow.
That may have something to do with the fact that his account was only created 2 days ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. He says wait. He says it's not that account. Ooh. Where are we gonna get taken now? I'm curious.
Nigerian prince.
Nigerian prince, dude. Oh, sorry, you do it on TikTok. Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm so bad. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. So yeah, this is my TikTok, but here. Jeff, you gotta say it for that.
Chink talk.
Chink. Can't be overtly racist. This doesn't work? I don't know. Mom says it's all my fault. Mom says it's all my fault. I'm trying to find you, dude. Jess. Your name is Jess. Prophesize your own birth as the golden child. I probably am the golden child. Zachley says, do I want to play a chess game? Maybe later. I'm in the middle of teaching right now. That's me. Jesse, we have to cook. I'm looking for this user. Where's the user? Or your username is Jess? First video. This is you. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, this is you. Nice, cool. I'll give you a follow, dude. Is this... Oh, medieval times. Oh, I like this. POV. It's a cold day in 1384. The plague is spreading in Holy Europe, and you're praying for better times now. Oh man, so nostalgic, dude. I love that. I love that. That's a comment, dude. That's hilarious.
Monty Python, really.
Is this Monty? Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
Oh, that is, yeah.
This is a vibe, dude. That's cool. But what's your educational content? That's what I'm curious about. I mean, I like these POV videos. They're cool. Or just kind of saying like how life was back then. Toilet flush core. Okay, that's cool. Oh, Amelie. You know I love Amelie. It's one of my favorite films. Big fan of Amelie. Audrey Tattoo. She's cool. One of my favorite actresses. Music is calming. Is very calming. Well, very cool, Mom. All right, let's see. Let's do another SAT question. So here, let me tag the people. So here, I can do this at SAT prep. New questions going over. Let me know if you got that tag, Taco. Yeah, and then here, let me tag. I can Taco Cat there. There you go. I'll just tag him here as well. All right, let's see. Oh, I like this. This is good. I gotta log back in. Excuse me.
See, there's an interesting question.
What's up?
Is a word racist if the person isn't aware that it's racist? No, sorry, no. Culturally.
Okay. I think certain words have connotations in how they've been used, like, hatefully. So, to say them again without... Again, it's different if it's, like, your pal. Like, if you're saying things to your pal, you know that you're not saying it in a way that's harmful. But if it's to, like, the ether of, like, strangers on the internet... No one knows what your context is, so it makes pretty good sense to just automatically assume that you're being derogatory. It's kind of the whole thing with, apparently retarded is coming back. Like, we're allowed to say retarded again? I don't know. Or am I still banned for saying that? I don't know. But back when I was a kid, we used to say that to each other, not because we were saying we hate people who are mentally disabled. It was just kind of, it was like a loving way to being like, you're stupid. Or like, what you did was, kind of dumb. And then, I guess later, it started being used more blindly to be offensive towards people who actually have mental disabilities. And then it became a thing that you can't just say publicly without some context of like, do you actually mean you're being mean? So, I think that's what we say. When we say like racist words and stuff, it's stuff that had a history of being used with negative connotations that... If I say that, you're flowery, right? Sensation, that's okay, right? Because no one uses the word flowery to mean something derogatory, But if I were to call you a fairy, right? Most people, if they're calling people fairies, they're not doing it in a positive light. It's negative. So that's why it's a regular word, but it's seen as something you shouldn't really just like say, I guess, without context. Yeah, I know. It's hard. It's tricky. The world is a weird place to try to navigate these days. Please
That's
don't.
Why whenever I'm racist, I use words people don't know.
There you go. Cool. If you want to be racist and use words that people don't know, then that's fine.
They do that in movies all the time, though. It just randomly you'll hear some Chinese word or Japanese word or Korean word, and it's like you can't say that, but they don't know that you can't say that.
Yeah, I see. I get it. Yeah. I don't like the whole the censorship, word police stuff. I think that's just people a lot of time. I think a lot of times when people are getting upset about certain words, it's not the people that are getting attacked. It's other people that are just trying to virtue signal that they're like, I'm helping. And it's like, no, like all this like appropriation stuff. You've seen this before. I'm sure you've seen the videos where people who aren't Native Americans started getting mad at other people for like wearing headdresses or wearing sombreros or something on Cinco de Mayo, being like, hey man, you're appropriating Mexican culture. But if you go to actual Mexicans, they don't care. They actually enjoy it. They think it's cool. But it's this other third party that isn't part of the group that's being supposedly attacked is now making, I don't know, they just don't have anything better to do, so they're coming up with a purpose to be the I don't know, the word police or something. It's dumb. Yes, I agree. It's dumb.
These are the people I like to wind up, because then they'll attempt to have a go at you, and it's like,
I know.
You're not sitting behind the keyboard now. I'll kill you.
No violence.
Then,
not getting into violence. We don't need to get into violence.
They'll have a go, and you'll just hit them a couple of times, and it's just like, now go away before you actually get killed.
What's up, Equity? Good to see you. I know, I understand. Yeah, Zach says, don't stand for people if you're not a part of them. I say, with a caveat, if people are saying we need people to stand for us, then yes, it's okay to do that. If people say, for instance, we need allies to help with this, and you want to support them, sure. If they're asking for help, okay. But if you're just taking it upon yourself to do this and they didn't ask for it, that's where it gets like kind of weird. And I think you should maybe ask first and be like, hey, does this actually offend you? Do you want me to support you? Then I can. Don't just do it just because you want to feel important. Sorry, let me go. What Laz said, that's actually psycholinguistics. We are just back to a specific phrase. In this case, a serious word gets used too much, it becomes casual. Once we use a casual word too much, it becomes serious again. After not being used, it becomes casual again. Oh, wow, is this the cycle? Is this why retarded is coming back? Because we've made it such a taboo word that now it's becoming casual again? I just remember being incredibly casual. Dude, growing up in middle school, high school, we used it all the time. And then, I don't know, I get to college and apparently now it's super offensive to use. And I'm like, okay. I guess I'll play by the rules.
Well, because back when I was a kid, it was a medical term.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things. I mean, yeah, a lot of things were technically medical terms, and now they've been deemed as hateful.
That's the joke. Like retard, it is still accurate.
It is still accurate, yes. I know, but I guess the problem is like it was being used in hateful ways. That's why they got rid of it. One sec.
So can anything, though. I mean, euphemisms can be used hatefully.
Yes, yeah. It's I think it's the general consensus is if a general population starts using it in that sense, then there becomes this court of public opinions, or really court of whoever's yelling the loudest, who then says that okay, now these are the rules. If it's obscure, like you said, then like no one cares. To be fair, there are limitations, like I can't stand for whale rights without having to be a whale. Yes, okay, yes, it's okay. Yes, I'm talking about other humans. Nuke the whales, yeah. Alright, I gotta drink a water or something. Fuck, where's my water today? Oh. I'll go get one. Drink, motherfucker. Thanks, Quam. Jeff says, do you know any free software or libraries that are particularly good for pathfinding but not necessarily using digraphs? I don't know that one. I don't know what those two things are. Pathfinding? You mean like robotic pathfinding? But we can with humans. Moron, idiot, and the other words were medical terms. They were IQ levels. Really? Moron was a medical term? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it refers to a geographical place.
Is it like the island of Moros?
No, it was an African state, morons. who were just stupid. So
see, but why is moron okay? Like I could yell moron all day to people and no one's gonna cancel me.
Because it's hundreds of years old at this point, and the original meaning's just been lost.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue that like people call cigarettes fags, right? You know, that's been for a while, but if I use that in the wrong sense, then I get like canceled. I don't know.
Don't forget English meatballs.
Don't English meatballs. Wow, I know cretins. Google search. Okay, all right, here. Let me do an SAT question for you guys. We'll go over this. I appreciate all the discussions and things. We can go over this during one of the AMAs, you know? People get used to words. I agree. All right, quiz starting. And that's going to be in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, yes, Equity. This is the exact video I'm talking about. Yes. Thank you, Equity, for posting that. That's the video. Yeah, watch that one, Sensation. Is the outfit offensive? And they go ask like a bunch of like white students, and they go ask some Mexicans, and the Mexicans like, yeah, no, we love this shit. Yeah, I know, that's a good one. Looks like the consensus is D. Everyone's saying D. Okay, cool.
Just out of curiosity, how many people have you ever seen wear a kilt?
I've worn a kilt, and my dad has worn a kilt, so that's at least 2 people I've seen wear a kilt.
So that's cultural appropriation.
Apparently, yeah, well, no, but I am partially Irish, at least, right? So, like, I'm allowed to. I'm a quarter Irish.
Don't do that. You're American.
My grandmother is from Ireland. She's born in Ireland. Does that count? Do I get to count that I'm kind of Irish?
It's one of those things. It's like, it's like talking to people from Boston. It's like,
Boston.
it's like, some guy from Boston's like, I'm Irish, and it's like, what about you, father Irish, grandfather Irish? It's like, so when did you all move here? Oh, 6 generations ago. When the fuck were you Irish?
Jeff says, aren't kilts Scottish? Probably.
Not originally.
Not originally?
No, they were Irish originally.
Oh, they're Irish originally. Okay. He says they're Irish originally. Tartan.
But then
right?
Ireland and Scotland share a lot of common ancestry.
Oh, okay.
Our languages are almost identical, but obviously divided by 1,000 years of history now. So, but
and a bit of an ocean.
Most of the words are the same. Not that much.
Interesting. Okay.
There's a very short distance between Northern Ireland and Scotland.
Oh, so you probably could have. Yeah. Do people swim it? Do people swim from Ireland to Scotland? Is that possible?
I wouldn't advise it, but you probably could.
Wouldn't advise it. All right, here. Let me do this question, then I'll go through all the discussions about dreadlocks and stuff. I think that's fun. Okay. Which point XY is a solution to the given system of inequalities in the XY plane? Okay. This is another one similar to the last question we did, where could you solve this systems of equations by like substituting and plugging things in? I think you could, but it looks kind of difficult to do that. So I think the better way to do this would to be just plug in some points. You have answers here. You see all the answers are the same, right? They have like, they're all versions of 14 and 0. So what I can see right off the bat, right, is that y needs to be less than x. Okay, so we're going to go through these answer choices and see what things do we have y being less than x. And because this is x plus 7. Okay. And also the nice thing is I see something with more than a gap of 7. So, yeah. Otherwise, this does get a little tricky. If we start having some 7s in here, that would be bad. Okay, so things where y is less than x. Not this thing. Y is 0, x is negative 14. That is not going to work. No. Because negative 14 is less than 0. X is less than y. This one seems okay. This one doesn't seem okay. And let's see. Y is less than x. This one's okay, right? Cool. So right off the bat, we've eliminated 2 answer choices. So we're at 50-50 at this point, which is great. Because there's no guessing penalty on the SAT, apparently. I don't know when they got rid of the guessing penalty. Okay, so the next thing to do is just to plug in one of the numbers into the other solution here, right? And just see what we get, right? So if we plug it into this one, let's plug this one in, for instance. Okay. Do I get negative 14 is greater than or equal to negative 1? No, that doesn't work. Do we get that 14 is greater than or equal to negative 1? That does. So yes, I agree. The answer is D.
Yeah. Well done.
Good job, you guys that answered D. That was good. First one went to Laz again. Good job, Laz. Good job, man. Let me see. what did equity has? Gold, what is the PSAT that you take in 10th and 11th? Okay, so yeah, let me go through a little bit of discussion stuff. Read the chat. PSAT is called the practice SAT, and it's used to determine scholarships for what's called National Merit Scholar, I think. Is it and is that what it is? I think it's National Merit Scholar. But it's basically it's like the SAT, but it's shorter, and colleges don't really look at the score. If you do badly on the PSAT, it's no harm, no foul. That's okay. But if you do really well on it, then you're eligible for a lot of really cool scholarships. I think it's only in the U.S. It may be in Canada. Let's see. PSAT in Canada. Maybe. Yeah, it is called National Merits Scholar. That is what it's called. Yeah, it's for National Merit Scholar. 10th and 11th grade students. And yeah, maybe it is in Canada. Maybe it's in Canada. I mean, because I'm looking at CanadaEducation.info. I remember, yeah, the big thing was the math. Yeah, you wanted to get good scores in math. Did it say worldwide? Really? International tests. Okay, apparently it's international. Okay. Many schools outside the United States offer the PSAT NMSQT, so National Merit Scholar Program. Yes. So yeah, it. My personal story is like I took it in high school. I had no clue what it was. I just kind of joked off on it. No one told me it was for scholarships, so I didn't take it seriously, and I didn't do the best on it. But I really should have, because you can qualify for a lot of money, and it's not even strictly need based. So the problem is with a lot of these scholarships that you apply for college, a lot of them tend to be need based. So they're going to look at how much your parents are making. If your parents make a decent amount of cash, you don't really get any money. And then also they look at if you're a part of some minority or underrepresented group or something, which me being a white guy, I got fucking nothing. So, but the one way to get money is to, strictly on your merit, is to do well on the PSAT. So that's a good one. I think you can't get national merit unless you're American, though. Oh, interesting. All those other places aren't really nations? Oh, no. Okay. That's too funny. Zach says Irish pubs are better than Scottish pubs. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Sensation's like,
Friendlier, certainly.
Let me see. Jeff says, if we accept the single origin of humanity, we're all everything. Yes, I guess, yeah, technically we all came from a single monkey in the sub-Saharan or something. So, yeah, we're all kind of the same people. Everything else is everything else is a societal contract. Laz has a question. Why do people not wear anything under their kilts?
That's not true. In fact, he was nearly there with the correct answer later on, because he says, yeah, but it's where we get the terms going regimental or going commando.
Interesting.
Only regiments don't wear stuff under their kilts, and not every regiment.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's, yeah, going commando. That's where it comes from? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Oh, that's funny.
So it's Blackwatch that are notorious for not wearing anything under their kilts.
I remember this from Braveheart, right? Where they moon the other side, the other army, right? It's a great film. I thought it was fun. It was my sister's favorite film actually for a while.
Paint your face blue.
Paint your face blue. Yes, there you go. Laz says, I don't understand why some Americans get offended for others. Yeah, I think we went over that. It's just because I think people are just bored. Like, they don't belong to a group. They don't have a purpose. And so they find their purpose in fighting for other people that don't necessarily want them to fight for them. Just like, everyone wants a club to join to. Everyone wants to join. Zach says, when do I stream gaming? I do that on Saturdays. Saturdays, we do that on actual gaming. SJWs, yes. What are they called? Social Justice Warriors? Yeah, that's an accurate term for sure.
Justice doesn't need a modifier.
Justice doesn't need a modifier. Yeah, SJWs.
We all seen the statue. There's a reason she wears that blindfold.
Oh yeah, she does. Lady Justice does wear a blindfold. Yeah. Oh, another hot
Well,
take. Zach says, "Do you think the tipping culture these days is fair?"
No.
Tipping culture where? That's the problem. Is that the tipping culture is vastly different between the U.S., Europe, the U.K. Do you guys have tipping sensation? Do you guys tip in the U.K.?
It exists, but just people don't do it.
Yeah. Have you seen all the video jokes where they turn the iPad and they're like, just gonna ask you some questions here. I don't know if you've experienced this in the UK, but in the US it's notorious. You'll go and like ask for a beer or something and they'll hand you a can and then they'll, swipe your card and be like, okay, they're just gonna ask you some questions. It's like, how much would you like to tip? And it starts at like 20%. And I'm like, why am I tipping you 20% for handing me a drink? Excuse me? Yeah, Zach says where the only options are 20 to 25%. It's true, dude. I've seen as high as 30. Assie's on Danny Highway stream. Yeah, dude, let's shout out to Danny, dude. Yeah, how do I do Danny Highway? Is that how we do it? I forget. Do I have it? Is it Danny? Is it just that? There we go. That's Danny. Yeah, go check out. Danny loves these types of questions. I need to get Danny on the AMA, dude. He says he doesn't want to do Fridays. Like, come on, Danny, dude.
See, I just wouldn't go to these places anyway because it's not my responsibility to pay your staff's wages.
Correct. I agree. That is the problem with tipping, especially in the U.S., is that minimum wage for most of these jobs is below poverty line, and so you're expected to make up the difference by getting tips from your customers. Which I think is okay. I do agree there should be some sort of incentive for providing good service, right? I think that I can tell when, for instance, a bartender or a waiter goes above and beyond, and that should be a way to be like, okay, here's some extra money. Like, there should be some sort of incentive for people to do well. I don't think it should totally rely on the customer, though. The problem is that the business owner doesn't give a shit. They just want the cheapest labor they can get. They're not that concerned with how well they're working because, I don't know, it's not really in them. I just want my Starbucks, man. Yeah.
Well, that's the joke, though, because, I mean, here and in Asia generally as well, people will give 100% for free.
What do you mean 100% what for free?
Well, because the tipping is barely a thing here. It tends to be high-end restaurants, and I mean actual restaurants, not what you would call restaurants. That's generally the only where tipping exists, and in Japan it doesn't exist at all. So
it's offensive, right? They find it offensive if you tip?
Yeah, because you're paying them, they're giving 100% anyway, and they know it.
Yes. Yeah, I guess
it's generally true here as well. People will give their best.
They will. So yeah. I guess it's only in America that everything's fueled by money, and waiters aren't really going to do the best job unless they're incentivized to.
That's on them though.
I know. I think employers now have to pay minimum wage if tips don't hit. They do. Yeah. So Jeff is right that. So for instance, in Texas, let's look at it in Texas. Texas minimum wage waiter. Here we go. For tipped employees, here's the minimum wage in Texas. It's $2.13 per hour. So,
how is that legal?
Here's how it works. So, employers must pay at least $2.13 per hour, and then the tips they make have to go up to at least $7.25. So, if the tips they get don't hit $7.25, then the employer is required to kick in the difference. But their bare minimum they have to pay is $2. Yeah, this is where it's fucked up. You're just like, what? Now anybody who works like a tipped job in Texas is making more than $2 an hour because in our culture it's so ingrained that like you have to tip people, otherwise they don't make any money.
And here the minimum wage is the minimum wage.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's hell of a lot higher than that.
Now it's different in California. So in California, this is the problem: is like California goes the other way because let's see, what they're getting in a lot of heat for now is that California's minimum wage has gone up to $20 an hour for people.
That's too high.
That's too high. I agree that's too high. I agree that 20 is a livable wage, but and we've had people on our podcast that run restaurants, and they've told me that $20 an hour it's not possible. You can't run a restaurant paying your employees $20 an hour. You just can't do it. The margins aren't there. So as a result, a ton of fast food restaurants have left California because they can't operate at a loss. It doesn't make any sense to them. Yes, and exactly. This is what happens, Jeff. Well, what's up?
Walmart as well.
No, it's just fast food restaurants is what it is. Fast food workers. I don't know about Walmart. But yeah, and Jeff's right. So the solution, is that now they start hiring robots. So now you have, what is it? Taco Bell robot drive-through. This is the newest thing they have. So they're starting to do like fully robotic drive-throughs that don't even have humans. So for instance, you come through here, order. So usually order, pay, pickup, all these things would require a human to be on a salary to deliver your food, to take the payment. Now it looks like a drive-through at a bank ATM. Like you put your money in to a computer, the robot delivers the food to you. At least now they won't mess up my 20 chicken nuggets. No. Bro, McDonald's is always getting my order wrong. Always. It's always wrong. I don't go there anymore because the order's always wrong. Zach says, go on. What's up?
No. Zach first. I'm talking shit.
Okay. Zach says, I've seen employers take tips from waiters. Yes. The reason why they do that is because they're what are called tip pools. So within a restaurant, you have a bunch of different positions. You have waiters. You have busboys. Those are the people that like clean up the dishes and stuff. You have the kitchen. So you have the people in the back making the food. And then you have the maitre d' at the front who's actually directing like where people go to tables. Some of these positions obviously don't see customers to accept tips. So for instance, the kitchen very often does not get to see the people that are usually doing the tipping. So what they'll do is they'll pool the tips where all the positions that are getting tips, which can be the maitre d's, mostly it's the waiters. Sometimes the busboys get tips. Those all get put into a pool, and then they divide that out amongst the different people working in the restaurant. That's why employers take the tips and then redistribute them. I hope they're not keeping them. They shouldn't be doing that. What were you going to say, Sensation?
I forgot where we were now.
I know. We go down all these tangents. Because there's a lot of fun discussion in the chat. Chat's going off. Chat's going off.
Chicken nuggets.
What about chicken nuggies?
Well, they passed a law that basically forced all chicken nuggets to be actually chicken.
Oh, not this weird paste.
Yeah, so all those things that you call chicken nuggets because they're not chicken.
Yeah, if anyone wants to like destroy their opinion on chicken nuggets, this is how they make chicken nuggets. They just grind up like chicken bits with a lot of other chemicals into this like gooey pink paste, and then they like squirt it into like nugget form. Hey, mechanically separated chicken is cool. That's what's in Slim Jims? Oh no. Yeah.
Is Slim Jim the same as pepperami?
Yeah, like what is it called?
Pepperami. It's a bit of an animal.
Pepperami. Oh yeah. These? Yeah, that's a Slim Jim. Yeah, it's based. Yeah, these things. Yeah, they're kind of the same. Looks like
the marketing on that is amazing.
It doesn't look too appetizing, honestly. This is what y'all. This is the mascot they chose for this, dude. Man, what? That's nasty, dude. What?
Well, because the whole advertising slogan is pepperami. It's a bit of an animal.
It's a bit of an animal. That's what they say.
Yeah. And
that's
so
hilarious.
This thing is like really, really angry.
It is also just bits of animals. Salted meat. It's literally just bits of animals.
Big anus.
Ew. Oh no, dude. Yeah, it looks like someone just took a shit, dude. What? Equity says, so Gold, when do you usually tip? Oh, okay. I will tip at restaurants when there is a waiter that is taking my order, coming back, filling my water, or bringing me food, like doing stuff. If there's a waiter doing stuff, I'll tip. If they're preparing food, in front of me and like I'm watching them prepare it, I'll usually tip. I won't tip as much as I would. My standard is 20%. I'll tip 20% if I'm at a restaurant. I think that's pretty standard. If it's like someone in Chipotle made my burrito, I don't know, 10%, whatever, because like it's like thank you, and that depends on whether they give me enough food or not. Apparently, we've been over that on the stream here. How Chipotle has a wildly large standard deviation for how much food they actually put in their burritos. How about DoorDash? Yeah, I just don't do delivery food anymore because I think that's obscene, the amount of fees they charge. I would tip, yeah, definitely. And there have been reports of DoorDash drivers, because they see the tip they get before they deliver your food to you, and if they don't see a nice tip, they'll just leave your order at the restaurant. They just won't pick it up. It's just like it's not worth it. They just won't do it, which is pretty fucked up. So,
See, again, very different system here.
do you guys tip your delivery drivers?
We don't need to. It's gratis. You
Yeah.
order a pizza from some independent pizza shop and put it in the car, and they bring it here, and it's paid for.
Yeah, it's
already,
expected.
so
Yeah.
there's never any tips, and this has been going on for like 40 years. So it's
Yeah, I guess for what it comes up to here is that tech companies don't want to pay the drivers, or that they want the most amount of profit, so they pass that responsibility and that awkwardness onto the consumer, which is me. Which is why I don't order delivery food anymore. I really don't. I'll just go pick it up. I would rather drive. And they've been seeing this actually in the news a lot. What is it? More pickup pizza. Yeah, it's just in the news. It says Domino's CEO says customers are picking up their own pizzas because we're in a recession. People are getting upset at the amount of money you have to spend for delivery fees, and then yes, you should tip the person as well. So they're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna pick it up myself.
But yeah, Domino's and pizza as well. That's free.
So see, that's nice. Yeah, we don't have that.
KFC.
You have KFC delivery?
That's kind of vague. It depends where you are. McDonald's still don't do it, but it is a thing. But you have to put it in the back of an Uber or something.
You can sue them for leaving your food or eating your food. Yes, yeah. If you complain on DoorDash, they almost always just refund you right away. That's another part of these tech companies, how they do stuff. Is they have this mantra that the customer's always right. So anytime there's a complaint, they don't even question it. They'll just refund it. It's what Amazon was famous for doing in the early days, and why a lot of people flocked to Amazon is because they liked the no hassle return policy. The problem is that now it gets abused a lot, so now they have to come up with algorithms to find out who's like really abusing it. But yeah. Yeah, DoorDash will deliver anything. You're fine. Laz says, U.S. tipping culture is not fair because the hospitality industry changed a lot. It used to be that restaurants and stuff are small family-owned and family staffs. Now that most restaurants are chains and staff is composed of external people, the law should be changed. Law should always be revised to reflect current society. I agree. Yeah, I guess if something was more mom and pop, then employees were probably paid decent wages because it's a close-knit family. Whereas nowadays it's just, it's just, people are disposable, I guess. You shouldn't work for a tip. It should just be as a bonus. I agree. Spitz Murica. I'm moving to Japan. Let's see. There's a lot in the chat. Oh, I got to go through.
Good luck.
Does profit from a company go to the CEOs or is it split between the board? Oh, interesting. Profit from a company is usually, I guess, reflected in share price, right? That's where it goes. That's really where it really goes.
Yeah, but that's not the money though. The money goes back into the company to be reinvested.
It does, yeah. So yeah, usually when a company is
by the share prices.
exactly. So yeah, when Apple makes a bunch of profit, whatnot, they don't just hold on to that money in the bank and then just like distribute it to people. It does go back into the company, and it goes back into the company in the form of investing in more research and development, paying bonuses. Bonuses do happen. So if you're an employee at some of these companies, what happens at the end of the year is you get a percentage of what the profit of the company was. And that's called a bonus. And that incentivizes you to make sure that the company does well. So those definitely happen. CEOs get bonuses. So yes, some of the money definitely goes to the CEOs. I don't think the board gets paid. I think the board more gets stock options. If I don't know much corporate. I don't speak corporate. But stock options are basically worth money because the value of a company's stock goes up as profits go up. If you see Apple, and this is why quarterly earnings are such an important thing for stock prices, is that if a company announces that they made a ton of money this last quarter, everyone else is going to say, oh, that company's worth a lot of money, so the price of the stock goes up. It's almost like mob mentality. Everyone just thinks, oh, this company made money, it's valuable, thus we say it's valuable.
I don't know how it works over in the US, but over here, if you own shares, then you get dividends at the end of the tax year.
Correct. Some of these companies also, yes, give dividends. So what Sensation's talking about is it's like a percentage of your stock you get back as like almost like an allowance, I guess, kind of. It's like, here you go, good job.
You still get to keep all the original stocks. It's not like selling them.
Exactly. You're not selling them, but you just, yeah.
That's why you need money to make money.
Yeah, that's why it's expensive to be poor, is what I say. The problem is that no one wants to face is that we have more people wanting to work for others than we have people who want to create jobs. My own suggestion of humanely euthanizing the useless people. Uh-oh.
So basically, burn the homeless for fuel.
I can't support that. Burn them.
Sorry,
that's what.
I should explain this one for the kids.
Yeah, the Soylent Green
slogan in the 80s.
Was it a slogan in the 80s? Burn the homeless for fuel? Are you serious?
Fuel, yeah.
No fucking way, dude.
Because everyone was into anarchy, and it's just like, what's the most destructive thing we can do? Burn the homeless for fuel.
Excuse me. I mean, the homeless do burn a lot of things as fuel. I hope they don't burn each other. But okay, yeah, that's an interesting one. I haven't heard that one before. Sensation. That's cool. How is the CEO rich? The CEO is rich because he is paid a lot in stock options. So a lot of times when the CEO does not own the company. If he's the founder, he owns the company. Yes, CEOs are usually hired. So when a company starts, yes, usually the founder is the CEO. But as the company gets bigger, that person no longer has the capacity to really lead the company into like the next stages because they haven't been groomed to run big companies. And so usually they will step down at a certain point. Founders usually step down because, cool, they created this company, but they have no experience running a multi-billion-dollar company. CEOs are actually traded really between different companies. Someone will be like a VP of this company, and then another company will be like, we're going to bring you on as our CEO because you have a lot of experience as a VP. And so it becomes like it's a career thing to be a CEO. And they pay them with a bunch of stock options is how it works. Yeah. Which, yeah, as we talked about, pay dividends, and it's also, worth a lot.
I think the exception is the top 10 companies that exist.
Yeah. Well,
Elon Musk founded all those companies. Bill Gates founded all those companies.
But Bill Gates is not the CEO.
He retired now because it's a long time coming. But in the general sense, the top 10 companies still have the CEOs, the people that founded them.
They do. Yeah, some of the big ones do. You're totally right there, Sensation. Yeah, but yeah, for instance, Microsoft CEO is Satya Nadella, who I think was the VP of... Oh, man, he was the VP of, like, Google or something. Like, he works somewhere else. I remember he's a very cool guy. What did he do beforehand?
Who has completely destroyed Windows?
Has he destroyed Windows? I don't know. Maybe he has. He was... That's him as CEO. What did he do? Oh, I guess he was at Microsoft before. But he did a lot of like he was vice president of like a bunch of other groups within Microsoft. It's Gandhi, yeah. Yeah, so some of these people, or like Sundar Pichai. So he's the CEO of Google, right? So Google was originally started by Larry Page and who's the other fucking guy, dude? Larry Page and Sergey Brin, right? But now the CEO is Sundar Pichai, and he was the product chief for, I think, Android, is what it was. So he was the head guy for Android, like the operating system. And then because of that, he then became the CEO of what's called Alphabet, which is the big thing for everything Google. But look, Pichai had been suggested as a contender for Microsoft CEO in 2014. So all these big companies, they tend to like kind of fight over top talent with each other. And the way they get someone to come to their company is they offer them a ton of money in the form of stock options. Yeah. And then, yeah, Jeff says, this is why so many billionaires aren't really billionaires. If they started to sell their stocks in bulk, the price would go way down. I agree. Yeah, if they started, yeah, they have what's called like collateral. They have their wealth is on paper. This is also why they don't get taxed very much. This is always when we say like, you know, tax the rich. Rich people don't pay very many taxes because all their wealth is tied up in stock options and things that are not taxed. Because the only time they get taxed is once you sell them. So Elon Musk probably pays less taxes than most people. Well, actually not now because he's been selling a lot of his stock, but... right, the IRS only taxes it when you convert it to cash. And so, yeah, they're billionaires, but they pay way less taxes than most people. With all these Indians, next thing you know, we'll elect one to the presidency. Yeah, Kamala, there you go. Probably, honestly. Why is Elon selling his stock? Because he needs cash to do things. So, Elon, I think, realizes that a lot of his companies are probably overvalued because... people buy his stocks as if it's a cult. Like, the stock price value of Tesla is not realistic. A lot of people will talk about, stock. Do you want to play a chess game? No, Zach's not a bot. Okay. Where do they do this? Yeah, exactly. So, I need like this. This is what I need. Yeah, this is the fancy stock language. I don't want. Let me just see. Okay. So a lot of times they talk about stuff like this. There's a bunch of different numbers. So for instance, volume, market cap. Here, yeah, market cap is a big thing. Market cap basically measures how much of the market your company is worth. So for instance, if I'm the only one selling bananas, then in the banana market, I have a huge banana market cap. Good. Yeah, I like that. Jeff says you could argue that the real value of a stock is a price or earnings ratio, PE value. Right. So that's this. So price per, so 56.35. I think people argue that this is ridiculously high. Such that, so Tesla doesn't actually make that much money, but people have such blind faith in it becoming the next huge thing that they drive the price of the stock up. They think it's worth a lot. But it's almost like delusional. And this is where you get corrections that happen. Because eventually people start realizing, oh, wait, it's not really worth this much. And then they start selling. And when they sell, the price of the stock goes down. Okay, so Jeff says 6-to-1 is normal for well-established stocks. That's cool. I didn't know that. So yeah, if Tesla has a 56 PE ratio, that's insane. It's 10 times, really, well-established companies. What's Walmart, for instance? Yeah, here you can look at Walmart. So, Walmart has a PE ratio of 28. Yeah, so that's half of Tesla. What would you argue is bigger? Would you argue Tesla is bigger or Walmart? I would argue that Walmart's bigger. So that's why that's why Elon's probably selling his stock, because he's like, oh, I realize it's my feelings.
He's probably building a moon base.
He is probably building a moon base. Equity says, so Gold, if you sell a stock that you bought a year ago, you have to pay more taxes, right? But if you sell later, you pay more taxes? Yeah, taxes are complicated. There's a thing called capital gains tax, which means you pay a percentage of how much the value has increased. So, for instance, if I buy a stock for $10 and then the next year I sell it for $50, I have to pay taxes on the $40 it increased in value, okay? And the percentage that I pay is dependent on how much other money I made that year. Yes, and then there's long-term versus... This is where it gets complicated, because if you sell stock quickly, you tend to pay a higher percentage on that capital gains. If you sell stock after a long time, you pay less. Also, if you sell your stuff later when you're older, you're usually making less money because you're living on like retirement, and so you don't get taxed as high. So there's a lot that goes on. Capital gain taxes are fixed. They don't depend on what other money you make. Oh, they don't? Okay, maybe not. Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, income tax definitely is a factor, though, right? Right, the income tax you pay on other things probably depends on your capital gains, no? So what's the point of selling stocks within a year? If you think the stock is going to go down next year. Oh, that's crazy. They create a fixed rate capital gains? I don't know. I think that's wrong, man. S&P 500 is the safest to invest. I don't think I'm technically allowed to give financial advice like that, but I think it's generally seen as... So what do financial traders do? They rub their fingers together, and then they just... 2 pennies rub together, and they make some money. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, I don't like traders. I don't think they contribute much to society, but they make a lot of money. But yeah, they ride dips. They ride the waves and the dips and everything. An example would be here. This is the S&P 500 over the last 6 months. So if you were a smart financial trader, you would have bought shares in the S&P 500, or it's called like an index fund. It's like tied to this. You would have bought it here in April when it was like $5,000 a share. And then you would have sold it in July when it was $5,600, because that's profit, right? Because if you sold it here, now you don't really make as much profit. Oh, capital gains do depend on income? I thought they did. Okay.
Don't forget short selling as well.
Yes, and then we can get into derivatives, right? We can get into options, shorts, longs, puts, pull. Dude, there's so much, dude. It's degenerate, dude, at some point. It's everyone just it's just gambling is all it is. At the end of the day, it's just legal gambling.
It's kind of funny. My stepfather said that 20 or 30 years ago.
Yeah.
That exact phrase. I definitely think shorting is evil.
It is evil.
Because you're betting against companies or markets.
Yeah.
Hoping that they will fail.
Hoping that they crash. And so that's the big story with GME, with GameStop, is that a bunch of these big hedge funds shorted the fuck out of GameStop. So a short means... I'm not going to go into the technical thing is like you have like the option to buy shares or something, and like you have to give them back, blah, blah, blah. But in general, it's you're making a bet that the company will lose stock value. And if it does, you make money. That's what a short is. And so with GameStop, a bunch of these big hedge funds are huge groups of people with big pools of money from lots of really rich people, had really big short positions, which means they were really betting that GameStop was going to go down. And it's kind of like a chicken and the egg thing, because if you short a stock enough, the price does go down because a lot of people are betting on it going down, so it's going to go down. And then a bunch of average day traders, people like you and me, started fighting that by raising the price of the stock, which what that ends up doing is actually causing the people who are trying to short the stock to lose money. So it was kind of a fun little, the people versus David and Goliath. It was kind of cool.
How much did those idiots lose in the end? Was it trillions?
They did, but did they actually lose? No, they just absorb it into some other bullshit, dude. This is why it's all rigged. This is what kind of it showed to people, is that the stock market is really only for rich people. It's rigged. You can't really do much with it unless you're rich. Yeah, because it went up a ton. It went up to I remember when it was almost $1,000 a share, dude. It was nuts. Yeah. Investing equals less sinful gambling. Yeah, it's just gambling. I think so there's what's called long-term blue chip stock investing, and that's where you're putting money into companies you believe in and you think are going to do well. That to me is not gambling. That's smart. That's you're supporting a company, you think they're going to do good stuff, great. It's all this other stuff that just turns into degenerate gambling. And then insider trading, yes, that's why Martha Stewart went to jail. That's another thing. Anyways, yeah, I could talk forever. There's a lot of cool stuff around trading and stuff. But alas, I have to go teach. Whoever started Dr. Gold on this tangent, I applaud you. Okay, cool. All right. I gotta go teach, but this was really fun with you guys. So here, let's close out the stream. All right. Thank you everyone for coming to Office Hours. Had a fun time working with all you guys. Thanks for asking the questions. Thanks for going through the SAT stuff. Yeah, if you just found our server, please join our Discord. It's right there. That's the link for it, and that's how I can make sure you get points for like doing stuff on the SAT. Yes. And again, also if you want to know other cool math and science stuff, please join our other. Are you gonna do the wheel spin? Oh, Quam, the wheel spin isn't today. No. That's later in the month for the SAT challenge. Yeah. Sorry. If you thought I was giving out $200 in gift cards today, I'm sorry. No, that's not today. That's at the end of the competition. It's in 10 days. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, go check out our other fun math streamers. They do a lot of cool stuff. Let's find one of them to raid. Our next stream is going to be tomorrow. That's going to be Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Laz, I think I fixed the scheduler for you. Tell me if it's right. Okay. We are going to have an AMA this week as well. I'm announcing that today. We're going to have Obi-Wan Pez, Simplex Pachinko. Pen is streaming. Good. Let's go say hi to Pen. Yeah, Penn Center is doing, I want to say, complex analysis. So, yeah. Let's go say hi to Penn Center. He's a really cool guy. Oh, he's just been up for, 13 minutes. Okay, sick. Okay. Yeah, so next stream is tomorrow. We'll have an AMA on Friday. You'll see an announcement today about that. Ask your questions. Win gift card prizes. And, yeah, if you have any other questions, join our Discord. Feel free to send me a DM. And it's showing this correct time. Great. Awesome. All right, cool. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Very welcome, guys. Yeah.